Hey guys, Funny Guy Timmy here with another microphone answering question. I get a lot of questions about the Audio-Technica 87.5R. No one's ever asked me any questions about the Blue Spark that I can remember, but I get tons about the Audio-Technica, which is great. It's a great mic, which, by the way, right now you're listening to me on the Blue Spark, which I'm about to be switching back and forth because I wanted to answer a question. There was actually someone that actually made a statement that made me laugh. It just showed how much they didn't know. It was someone saying that you can't use shotgun mics for voiceover, which is total lunacy. It's the craziest statement I've ever heard. Anyone who knows voiceover or knows audio knows that shotgun mics are used a lot in voiceover. In fact, almost a third of all voiceover is done with a shotgun mic. And most of that is the Sennheiser 416. That is like the granddaddy of shotgun mics. And anytime you hear like a promo or any kind of anything with a lot of bass, commercials, truck month, that kind of stuff is normally that shotgun mic. Now, when you hear a lot of cartoon voices or a lot of video games, it's normally going to be a large diaphragm. Very often, the Neumann U, which is like the granddaddy of large diaphragms, but not always. So what I wanted to do is show you guys the sound, and then I wanted to talk about the difference between the two and why you might use one or the other. All right, so now what you're listening to is the Audio-Technica 87.5R, and as you can tell, it has a very different sound. My audio cuts through a whole lot more. It's more pronounced. And the low end, because I have the microphone pointed at my chest instead of just at my mouth, there's a lot more low end there. So if I was to do, like a monster truck rally, or any kind of movie trailer in a world, I'm terrible at that. But anytime somebody like, hey, do you do it in the world? I'm like, no, I do not. I do not do that. Anytime, you want to have like that really deep, rich, manly, macho, strong sound, it's probably going to be a better bet on a shotgun mic. Also, depends on what situation or environment you have to work with, could depend on what kind of mic you want. A shotgun mic, for example, if you don't have the kind of space that I have, which is treated, and I got acoustic foam on all the walls, I have a big blanket behind me, I have all this stuff to make it sound really good. I can use almost any mic in this space and I can make it sound really good. But if you don't have that and you need the voiceover, you might want to go with a shotgun mic because it's going to pick up less room noise. That's what they're designed for. So if you wanted, you're recording in a space that, isn't as well treated for voiceover, you can use a shotgun mic and you can still get really good audio. You can still get really good effects. This is the shotgun mic that I take when I go on the road because it sounds very similar to this with a little bit of EQing. And it helps me eliminate room noise, echo, traffic outside, wind noise, stuff like that. And really all I need is the windscreen. As long as I have it at a 45-degree angle or pointing at my chest and not at my mouth, and I speak off to the side of it, I'm still going to get great audio. Shotgun mics can be used. It depends on the situation, what you're using it for, what kind of setup you have, et cetera, and so forth. And what I suggest is if you're someone with a very sibilant voice, someone like me, which my S's are very hard and sharp and just tingy, go with a large diaphragm. That's what I would suggest because most shotgun mics have a hype in the 1 kilohertz range. A large diaphragm is designed to pick up a more broad, smoother signal all the way from both sides. But this shotgun mic, and most shotgun mics that I know of, have a roll-off where they cut off the lower end for the room noise and the wind noise and stuff like that. So it just depends what your voice sounds like, what kind of environment you have, etc., and what you're recording. If I was to be recording trailers or promos, I would probably want to use a really nice shotgun mic. Most of my stuff is cartoon work or characters or impressions, so I want the clarity of all nuances of my voice, so I'm using large diaphragm almost all the time. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other questions, leave them down below. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace.